Small to medium businesses are the backbone of the economy. From newsagents to cafes, to beer manufacturers to distributors, these unsung heroes show up each day to keep the economy strong. They're your friends, your family, and your neighbours. These are locals, and they're local heroes. Who is the Fine Food Merchant?
The Fine Food Merchants, we're a family-owned food and beverage distribution company. I'm currently based in Bayswater North in the eastern suburbs of Melbourne. Distributors almost act as the middleman a lot of the time between you've got your manufacturer or your brand owner on one side, and then you've got your retailer who sells the product to the end customer at the end of the day at the other end, and we basically act as the vehicle in the middle. So we source the product from the manufacturer, and then we sort of act as the arms and the legs to get the product on the shelf and make sure it stays on the shelf with the retailer. Product portfolio is almost dictated to by our retailers and ultimately what the customers are looking for. So it's almost this big love triangle in a way of manufacturers making great product and then us trying to find the right vehicle to get that product on the shelf in the right stores. We've got no interest in selling products into stores once. Ultimately, we want to find the right products that are then going to be beneficial for the manufacturer, us, the retailer, and ultimately the customer as well.
Can you talk me through the impact at the end of the day that your work brings on the shopper?
So we're ultimately responsible for getting product onto shelf and keeping product on the shelf. So that's everything from ensuring that we've got enough stock in our warehouse, so we're purchasing stock correctly, but then we're also servicing our retailers the way that we should, frequently enough, diligently enough to make sure that the shelves stay full. So when a customer comes in to buy the product that they want to buy, that it's on the shelf at the right price. And as the trust builds, it becomes a lot more of a collaborative approach of you're not necessarily door knocking and trying to sell something to someone. It's more a discussion around, hey, I've got this great new product. I think it would be a fantastic fit for your customer because of A, B, and C. There's a lot of trust being placed on us from both ends in that we're basically given the keys to someone's brand from the manufacturer side, and we're also given access to very valuable shelf space in a supermarket or a retailer as well. What's so great about independent retail is it's people and it's emotion, and you need to care ultimately. Things aren't going to always work out the right way, but if you care and turn up willing to care, then you just find a way to make it work ultimately. You're supporting a small family business by shopping in an independent retailer, but you're also supporting a small family business manufacturer as well. So as opposed to buying the mass-produced, readily available product, and that's our end game, is find the best quality products with the best origin for as good a price as possible. The economy's tough, obviously. So there is a balancing act there in terms of price, and that's real. But for us, it's trying to source the best products from the best places at the best price, really. Because we're working with small business, we don't want to let small business down in terms of the way we operate our business. The biggest wins that give us the most joy is when we take a product, again, from one of our great brands that have great people behind the brand that have taken risks and have been resilient to get their product into the market. One of the biggest joys we get is when we take that untried product, we get a commitment from a retailer who's unsure on the product, retailer backs us and the product, puts it on the shelf, customers love the product sells out quicker than we'd even hope. We get a phone call saying, hey, I'm out, can we get some more? It might be a $50 box of stock, but just to get that, almost that confidence boost that, yep, the brand owner and we are on the right track and our judgment is right, and sort of to then reconfirm to the retailer that, yep, we Fine Food Merchants got a good one, that they continue to give us the biggest kick. I think it just keeps reconfirming that we're on the right track. I think that's the biggest thing, that there's the imposter syndrome is a big one, I think, for any small business owner, that are we on the right path, and do we actually know what we're doing? And I think every time you get the little wins, it just is another brick in the wall to, yeah, we're on the right path, and just to keep going, I guess. So,
what role does technology play in running the Fine Food Merchant?
Pretty pivotal role. I think technology is very important for us. I think ultimately it's an efficiency game for us in that we are a very small business. There's only a few of us in the team. So our time is very valuable. So I think one way we've really utilised the technology that you guys provide is through basically getting an understanding ahead of time of how our products are performing in the market, and then that often dictates where we physically go and visit and when we do it. So the ability to sort of know ahead of time or in real time how our products are going allows us to basically more efficiently plan out our call cycles, our purchasing with our suppliers, to make sure that, going back to the beginning of the chat, making sure that we're keeping product on shelf. We've pivoted and pulled call cycles forward to stores that we've seen have probably oversold stock versus what we'd anticipated, and have been able to get on the front foot to ensure that the out of stocks were either avoided or minimised.
Do you have any examples of where Supply Plus has helped you?
We were just doing a sort of routine check of Supply Plus going into a holiday period as well, and we noticed there was an abnormal sale, I think it was at the Foodworks in Alexandra, on one of our Posada products. I think they'd sold 64 units in the week or something outrageous. They probably averaged maybe 6 or 8. Without any other context, gave the store a call and they said, yep, someone's come in this morning and cleaned us out basically, so how quickly can you get us some more? If we hadn't have identified that, we weren't due back in the store for at least another week. We the retailer, would have lost the sale, and then the customer ultimately wouldn't have been able to get the product that they wanted to.
Have you been able to increase sales and win customers because of Supply Plus?
Yeah, there's been multiple occasions where we've used the Supply Plus data, whether it's from a locality point of view, in being able to go into a retailer we're not currently dealing with and say, hey, we're working with store A, B and C in your area, here's how some of the products are performing, they're doing fantastically, are you interested? Or within a group or within a store that we already deal with, being able to say, have a look how this product is performing in store A, B and C, look what we're potentially missing out on in here, to then give the retailer confidence to then trial the product basically. Even existing managers that we've got great relationships with, being able to add some data and fact to the context of our conversations around, they might have preconceived ideas about how a product performs. Oh no, that product doesn't sell well here, and then you can pull the data up and say, well, you've actually sold 15 units in the last week, for example. I think when every dollar counts at the moment for everyone, I think if there's an opportunity for retailers to explore another avenue to maximise the return on their store or a range or whoever it is, I think it's absolutely a great time for them to look a bit deeper into it.
Thanks so much for your time, Jack.